Are you sure you're cooking eggs correctly? It sounds simple, but whether you're boiling, frying, poaching, or making tamagoyaki, each method of cooking eggs has its own secrets to achieving the perfect soft texture and delicious taste. Even the smallest mistake in temperature, time, or technique can turn a fluffy egg into a chewy or burnt dish. So, how many ways to cook eggs properly do you really know? Today, I'm going to share some simple yet incredibly effective egg cooking tips that can take your cooking skills to the next level in just a few minutes. Are you ready to get started? To store eggs properly and keep them fresh for longer, we should avoid placing eggs with the pointed end facing up or tilting them, as this can cause the yolk to shift and come into closer contact with the air, causing the eggs to spoil faster. Avoid washing the eggshells before storing them, as this will remove the natural protective layer on the shell, allowing bacteria to easily penetrate inside. The correct way to store eggs is to place them with the round end facing up and the pointed end facing down. This helps keep the yolk centered and stable, limiting exposure to air and prolonging the freshness of the egg. To check the freshness of eggs, you can fill a bowl with water and gently place the egg in. If the egg floats to the surface when dropped into the water, it is a sign that the egg is old and no longer fresh. At this time, the gas layer inside has expanded due to air passing through the shell, making the egg lighter and floating. Eggs in this state will lose nutrition, lose flavor, and can cause food safety risks if spoiled. On the contrary, when dropped into water, if the egg sinks to the bottom and lies horizontally or tilts to one side, it is a sign that the egg is still fresh. Fresh eggs usually have round, firm yolks and thick whites. Therefore, choose eggs like this to ensure higher nutritional value than eggs that have been stored for a long time. When cracking eggs, the surface you choose makes a difference in both cleanliness and the quality of the dish. Cracking eggs on the edge of a bowl or plate often creates sharp, uneven cracks, increasing the risk of shell fragments falling into the egg. This not only causes hygiene problems, but also affects the quality of the dish. Try cracking eggs on a flat surface like a table. This will create wider, more even cracks, making it easier to separate the egg and reducing the amount of shell fragments falling in. This is the method recommended by professional chefs. When poaching eggs, many people often crack the egg directly into boiling water, but this often causes the egg white and yolk to separate and mix together. The egg will lose its shape, foam, and look very messy. To poach a nice round egg, lightly brush a large ladle with a thin layer of oil. Gently place the egg in the ladle. Then, hold the ladle over the boiling water for a few seconds to let the egg white set. Then, slowly drop the egg into the pot. This method helps the egg keep its shape and softness, making it perfect for breakfast, salads, etc. If you add an egg to a simmering soup over low heat, the egg will turn opaque and dissolve slowly in the broth. On the other hand, if you add a beaten egg to a simmering soup over high heat, the egg will clump and solidify quickly without spreading as desired. For best results, whisk the egg thoroughly before serving. Then, bring the soup to a boil over high heat and turn off the heat. While stirring the soup gently, slowly pour in the beaten egg. Turning off the heat helps slow down the convection in the soup, which helps the egg spread more evenly and gives the soup a light, airy texture. In this video, I use a clear broth so I can easily see the egg flowing, but this trick works with soups containing other ingredients as well. Feel free to experiment with your favorite flavors to create a fluffy, nutritious egg soup. A simple way to tell a raw egg from a hard-boiled egg is to try spinning it on a flat surface. A hard-boiled egg will usually spin smoothly and quickly because it is very solid inside, allowing centrifugal force to work effectively. On the other hand, a raw egg has a liquid white and yolk inside, so it spins more slowly, wobbling and being unstable. If you are not sure whether an egg is hard-boiled or not, try this quick trick. It is quick, easy, and does not require cracking the egg. If you boil eggs without preparation, the shells tend to stick and are difficult to peel, and the shape of the egg may be slightly deformed. Before boiling, use a needle to poke a small hole in the round end of the egg. This creates a space between the egg white and the shell, making it easier to peel later. Make sure to poke the hole at the bottom of the round end. After boiling, place the egg in ice water. This will cool the egg quickly and cause the egg white to contract, creating a space that makes the shell easier to peel. The result is a smooth surface and a beautiful shape. Normally, when cutting a boiled egg with a regular knife, the yolk sticks to the blade, making the cut surface crumble and look messy. The correct way is to cover the knife with a layer of plastic wrap before cutting. Then, use the knife to cut straight down. The cut will be much cleaner, neater, and smoother. I tried it and was really surprised by the results. The yolk did not stick to the knife at all, and the cut was very smooth. This is definitely a simple trick worth trying, especially if you want to present your dish more beautifully. When frying eggs, temperature control is very important to achieve the ideal texture. If you fry eggs over high heat for a short time, the outer white will quickly solidify, but the white and yolk inside will still be almost raw. Moreover, high heat will make the white tough, lose its softness and become chewy, making it difficult to achieve the desired spongy, melt-in-your-mouth texture. On the other hand, you should fry eggs over low heat after heating the pan and brushing a thin layer of oil on top to prevent sticking. This method helps the eggs cook evenly, fluffy and soft. Frying over high heat can easily burn the bottom of the egg and ruin the smoothness of the egg. That is why cooking over low heat will make the eggs softer and tastier. I hope these egg cooking tips will be useful to you in your daily kitchen. Try them out and enjoy tastier, prettier, and more perfectly cooked eggs than ever before. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more great tips. Happy cooking and always enjoy your meals.